Is she cracked, or did she crack the short form code? Not only does she have over 100 million views, but Judy has influencers saying, "I've never wanted to come to Illinois until now. I'm about to fly from Los Angeles just to meet Judy. I literally want to travel 6 hours just to come here." But how does a tiny pancake shop in the middle of Illinois gain over 1 million views per week? And how does she do this with zero marketing budget? And more importantly, can we use this to grow our audience? Well, I'm Jesse, and I've helped hundreds of creators go viral using the secrets hidden in Judy's pancakes. Because Judy is the poster child of, you don't need to be special to blow up. Because that's her story. Judy is an immigrant who still speaks broken English.
Hey, speak English?
No. Ah!
You speak English?
Yes. Working English, but still English.
But she came to America with a dream, but she was forced to work from the bottom up, starting in greasy buffets all day, then working in coffee shops at night, so she could one day buy her very own diner. But after all that work, no one cared. But while most people would feel like giving up, Judy ran the other direction. But where did she run to, and why did it work? Well, in order to understand this, we need to go back in time. Because in 1988, a 33-year-old boy said a statement that would change the world forever. In fact, you probably used one of his products today, because this man would go on to save one of the most powerful companies in the world 10 years after he gave this statement, which happens to be good artists copy, great artists steal. We see this in Judy's content, where she steals a proven viral hook before cutting to her pancakes. But if you've stolen before, you've probably felt guilty, because we're taught from birth that stealing is wrong. But why does this work for Judy, and can we apply this ethically to increase our views? Well, when a viewer watches your video, it takes them less than 2 seconds to decide if it's worth their watch. But there's actually more to their harsh judgment than meets the eye, because one of the first questions your viewer thinks is, do I admire this person? This is the admire graph. On both sides, you have engagement. In the middle, you have nothing. But based on Judy's positive comments, we can safely put her content here. But why do people admire her for stealing hooks and then screaming at you to buy her pancakes? Well, what if I told you that being average is actually her superpower? She's not flashy or wealthy, but that's what makes her instantly relatable. And if you've run a business, you know how hard it is. But when we see her grifting pancakes, we don't feel upset. Instead, we see a woman just like us who's willing to do whatever it takes to put food on the table. In this case, your table. And that is super admirable. But stealing hooks that make us laugh is only the first part, because there are 3 more reasons why Judy runs the most successful marketing campaign in pancake history. But this next reason is something that a 3-year-old can do, but I see very few people actually doing it. Not because it's hard, but because most people are waiting for permission. But Judy doesn't need permission to be successful. Judy knows she is success. But Judy understands a secret about success that most creators forget. But this principle dates back to 2,000 years ago, where Jesus said, "Ask and you shall receive." But while most creators go 5 to 10 videos without giving a call to action, Judy asks us to try her pancakes every single video. But why do we feel shy when we ask people on camera? Because if and only if you truly believe in your product, then the best thing your viewer can do for themselves is to try it out. So the best way you can impact your viewer's life is to ask clearly and ask often, because you're missing every shot you don't take. But Judy has come to the place of inner peace where she genuinely believes that her pancakes will change your life. And if you want to grow, you can consider subscribing, because it's free and I post videos every week on how to build your audience. But asking alone isn't what nets Judy millions of views every week, because while a CTA helps put food on the table, this next C is what kept Judy on the map for over 5 years. And if you've been posting content for that long too, I feel you, because I've been posting since 2010, but it took me 15 years to grow to 500,000 followers. But Judy did it in 5. And it's because of a little secret I completely ignored that was hidden in plain sight. But this C word is the C people tend to hate, but yet it seems to be the solution to so many of our problems. But our fast food culture has caused us to shrivel up in this area like a dried up wrinkly raisin, because her next C is the C word, consistency. Not posting once a week and hoping someone cares, but not throwing random food at the wall hoping something sticks either, because her style of consistency, simply put, is taking what works and then posting every day. But even Judy has flops, but she ignores her flops because she knows she will get more customers by posting consistently rather than sulking when her videos underperform. But what keeps her brand alive is she keeps moving forward even when it's hard. And that's why we admire her, not because every video is a hit, but because she never quits. But are all of her viral hooks the same, or are some hooks superior? And which ones should we be using to maximize our views? Well, the answer to this question lies in a hidden secret behind why people want her pancakes. Because her pancakes don't look bad better than everyone else's. She didn't create something new, nor did she improve something to the point of revolutionizing the pancake industry. So why do people want to try her pancakes? This actually makes a lot of sense once you think about it. Because people don't want to try her pancakes because they look or taste better, which is often what small creators waste their time on. Better cameras, better makeup, sexier props. But the real reason why people want to try her pancakes is because she made an emotional connection with her viewer. Because Judy doesn't focus on features, but on feelings. But mastering people's feelings in your videos is actually easier than you might think. I gained over 30 million views just by creating feelings for my viewers. But if you want to learn how to use feelings effectively, watch this video next, where I'll break down exactly how Sonny did this with K-pop Demon Hunters and how you can apply this to grow your audience. My name is Jesse. I turn business owners into viral stars. So if you want to grow, call me, bro. Link down below.